There we go. So welcome to the Sunday night call, and I'm your host tonight, Jocelyn Firth, and I'm like so excited for this call. I wrote my training this afternoon, but I knew sort of all weekend what I wanted to say. We have 17 days left in January. Today is the 14th, and it goes to the 31st. So 17 days. That's a lot of days. And it's time to get your business moving. Even if you've done nothing so far this month, you still have a lot of days to get some work in and get some stuff going. And you can change the course of action just by doing a few little steps that I'm going to talk about. Mostly everybody here on this call knows me. I was going to tell my story, but since you know me, I'll not tell my story because you all know it. So I'll jump right in.
You could tell a little short version because lots of people listen to the recording might not know you, Joss.
Oh, okay. I'll tell a short version. Yeah. So I've had my business 5.5 years. 6.5 years ago, my life looked nothing like it does today. I had gone back to work full time after being a stay-at-home mom probably for 10 years. And it wasn't my choice to go back to work. It was out of necessity for my family. So I took a job, any job I could get. So you can imagine I was hardly making any money and I was working long hours and being away from my family. The bonus was it was 9 to 5 or so. I thought that was the bonus. But I still missed a lot of things with my kids, and I wasn't making any money, and there was no room for advancement for me in my job. See if I can. There we go. There, that thing's sharp. I figured it out. So there was no room for advancement. So what I was making is what I'd always be making. And my husband had lost his business, so we were really in financial struggle and kind of had lost hope in our life, or really had lost hope in our life. And then this business was presented to me, and it really looked like the vehicle that could take me and my family to the changes that we need to make. And I jumped into my business. I'd love to say I jumped in my business and gung-ho I went, but I kind of jumped in my business and fell flat. And about 3 months later, Heather said, let's restart your business. And we restarted my business, and I promoted to district manager. And my business has been growing ever since. So that's how my business. So if you're in that position where you're not where you want to be in your business, there is always a time to press the reset button. January 1st, January 14th, it doesn't matter. You can press the restart button on your business every day and make things happen. I have fallen in love with Ashley Stone, National Vice President. She's from the South of the United States, and I follow her system of 100 asks at the beginning of each month. And I do this with a goal of getting 30 faces. Because that's going to grow my business and it's going to build a momentum. Ashley has a great training on YouTube, and I'll post the link later when I post a recording of this video so you can have a watch of that. Some people use the 3 asks a day, but I was not successful using 3 asks a day. And if you think about it, 3 asks a day times 30 days in a month, that's 90 asks. So that's almost 100 asks anyway. I'm just doing mine all at once. And it builds a momentum in my business, and it gets things going for me for the month, and it takes that off my plate, and so I can focus on other things. I took notes. I made notes this time. It's very new for me to make notes. Usually I just kind of like talk off the top of my head. So I find 100 asks the first few days of the month gives me a huge momentum. So I'm going to challenge you to press the restart button on your business tonight and do 100 asks before Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, because that will put your business into a momentum for the end of the month going into February. So you got to think about, you have 17 days. If you did 2 coffee dates a day, you know, that's 34 coffee dates. That would be 34 faces. And right there you've hit your 30 faces. So you know, what if you carried that off into February? So it's going to create a momentum in your business. And that's what you want. And momentum like brings excitement and life into your business. But I want you to think of your business as a tree. So, whoops, I'm going to move my slides. Here, there's our tree. Actually, the name Arbonne means tree, so I think this is a great analogy. And I want to think of your business as a tree. And I want you to understand why asking is so important. So a tree has hundreds of leaves or thousands of leaves, depending on how big your tree is. The leaves are in your business are your asks. So that's how many asks you need to have. Because some of those leaves, they're going to become other things in your business. But what the leaf does is brings energy to your tree. And without the leaves, your business will not survive. When the leaves fall off, and some will fall off and some will grow into branches. You know, when a leaf falls off, it leaves that little spot and it grows into a branch. Well, the branches are the people that have said yes in your business. Yes to a coffee date, yes to an event, yes to a product, or yes to the business. So now you have thousands of leaves and you have some branches. Some branches will grow strong and some branches will be, smaller, not as sturdy. And you'll have many branches. The branches in your business are great because they give your tree more life to have more leaves. But from time to time, a branch is going to fall and break to the ground. So they're not what you're looking for ultimately. You do need branches and you do need leaves. But what you really need in your business is roots. And what the roots do for your tree is make your tree strong and help your tree grow. And it nourishes your tree and brings your tree to life. So your roots are much smaller than your branches. Your roots are down below the soil. So you don't have as many roots as you do branches or leaves. But they do have an important part. So the roots are consultants that you bring into your business. Consultants that really want to grow a business and help you grow your business. Consultants that you can rely on. Consultants that are, they have big goals and big dreams and big hopes, and they're going to fulfill them as well. So you put this all together and you see kind of like the scene of how our Arbonne business goes. We need thousands of asks to get maybe 100 branches to get 4 or 5 roots to grow our business. That's why 100 asks in the month is so important. Let me see. Oh, I have another slide. So this is from Debbie Neal, which I really think is from Bill Gates. But EMVP Debbie Neal says she simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. 900 people said no. So she had a lot of no's. It's not that Debbie Neal, who, is a 4 or 5 wide EMVP, had a bunch of yeses. She had a bunch of no's. So she only signed 300. Of those 300, only 85 did anything. Out of those 85, only 35 were serious. And out of those 35, 11 made her a millionaire. So out of 1,200 leaves, she got 300 branches. 85 branches stayed strong. 35 were stronger. 11 were her roots. So that's where your business needs to go. That's why you need to consistently ask each and every month. And you need to do that 100 asks. So I'm going to go back for this for a second. I'm going to give you a little challenge. I want to challenge you to do those 100 asks. And I want to challenge you to move it out of your comfort zone and really do whatever method of asking how you communicate to your people on a regular basis. If that's by the phone, ask by the phone. If that's by Facebook or text, then do that as well. 100 asks really doesn't take you that long. It sounds like it would, but it doesn't. So I'm going to challenge you to do 100 asks and check back with me because I would really like to hear how it went and see how it went. And see how your branches and your leaves are growing on your trees. We have 2 big challenges you can earn that's going to help you, and they're all about asking too, because Arbonne and Heather are both really smart in leading us in challenges that are going to grow our businesses and grow our trees. So the first challenge is through Arbonne, and if you get 3 new preferred clients or ICs, you're going to get 50 QB for each of those. You're going to get a cool little backpack to have all summer or to go on a trip to have with you. So that's going to be fun. But even more fun is you're going to get to go to the Rise Retreat. And right now I'm the only one going, I think, and I really want everybody else on this call to go with me and people that are watching the recording, because I just think it's going to be so much more fun the more people we have. And get out there. But you're not going to get that without doing your asks. You need to do your asks. Heather and I started this 100 Ask Challenge, oh my gosh, in August. So we've been doing 100 asks since August. And there is life back in my business. And that's why I was able to earn the Rise Retreat. And I look back before and I thought I was doing a lot of work, and I wasn't doing a lot of work. You really need to put the effort in and get your asks in and grow your tree, like all those leaves. Just think of every ask as a beautiful leaf on your tree, and it's going to grow and it's going to give your business energy. And it's to the point now, if people say no or not now, that's fine. I'll ask them again in a few months. But really, you need to give the asks like, I don't know, 90 days at least to show any life in your business. You can't just do it for 1 month period and say, oh, well, that didn't work for me. I'll try again. I'll try something else. You really have to do it for at least 90 days. So I'm going to give you these. I know this is a quick call, but I'm just so excited about this, the asks, because they've changed my business. I want you to ask and believe and receive. So you need to ask for what you want. So you need to ask people to be your leads. You're going to believe you're going to find some branches and some roots, and then you're going to receive that. You're going to receive people into your business. And I'll be glad to answer any questions or any comments. I'll unmute if anybody wants to ask anything. No?
Thank you, Jocelyn. That was awesome.
Just a quick little training.
All about asking. No, but it's good. That's what these Sunday night calls is, just to get everybody focused on the right things. And if we're not asking, we're not in business, right?
That's right. That's right. And if that is everything, I'll stop the recording and everybody go do some asks and let me know how you make out. And have a good night.
Thanks, Joss.
Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.